went to East. It was a pretty big high school. I knew of a couple that decided while they were in high school, and then I also knew some that decided after they came out of high school.
Yeah, we went to a pretty big high school. I knew a couple. One of them was my sister. She came out after we graduated. She was a sophomore in college, and she had a pretty tough time expressing herself in high school because she didn't want the judgment of her peers.
Yeah, I went to Southeast Polk, and there's quite a big community of it. We had lots of clubs that let them gather together and talk about things that they have in common and have a safe place for them to go.
When I was in high school, I do not remember any transgendered people in our school at all. Currently teaching at Central Campus, we have had several kids come through the programs. I haven't got to know them at all, but emails have been passed out that kids are there and kind of their nouns that they'd like to be associated with or their names and just different ways to kind of communicate with them has kind of been passed through.
There were some resources at my high school. One of them was the GSA Gay Straight Alliance. Anyone from any orientation could come, and it's just a good way to meet new people and have more resources.
It gave them opportunities to talk with other people who are going through the same experiences, and it was also a safe place for them to talk about how they felt and what they were going through.
Back in 2007, when I was going to high school, there were no resources for transgender people. That was kind of a population that wasn't talked about at all. It's really kind of come into the light as of late. But now at Central Campus, yes, there are a lot of supports. Counselors are well versed in that community. There's after school groups that they can be a part of to kind of express how they feel and just support networks that they have. But back about 10 years ago, this is a population that was not talked about. You were kind of asked to keep quiet about it out of fear of being made fun of. But a lot's changed since then.
People discriminate against them, kind of hinders where they can grow and what they can reach out and do.
No, because there's a few teachers that weren't discreet on how they felt, and it kind of hindered their performance because they're either nervous or something.
At Southeast Polk, they did have their clubs, but those weren't like teacher organized clubs. They were student organized, so it probably could have been better, but they did have some.
It's kind of a tricky one since I don't have to work with any students who are transgender, but they're in our building. I would like to say that they are not excluded from any activities. I don't know about in like the sporting arenas how that works with Des Moines Public Schools in the state of Iowa. But I won't go as far and say they're excluded because they have different ways of participating. But in athletics, I'm sure there's going to be some holdups just because it's such a new population group and kind of how to address some of those issues.
Yeah, I believe their friends that they have around them treat them like they should. It's the people that don't really know them that make fun of them and be bullies to them.
In my experience with my sister, there were some people that were very accepting and excited for her, but then there were some people that were really mad at her or upset, which kind of hurt her self-esteem and her motivation to do magic is what she's passionate about. But now she doesn't really care. She's over that. Magic was very important for her because it gave her an outlet to be herself and express herself. And it's really important for schools to have alliances and clubs because it gives them that outlet to express themselves and have a safe space for them.
It's kind of half and half. Some of the kids weren't very nice and would bully them, and then others just
I believe it's gotten better, but I don't believe so at all. There's tons of slang terms that are still thrown out there that would probably hurt their feelings and not make them feel very welcome whatsoever. But I do feel like kids and the generations are starting to kind of get those out of their vocabulary a little bit more. But they still come around. Those words still kind of flare up to kind of draw some mixed emotions. So I do think it's getting better. But we still have a long way to go. I mean, you have to look no further than our own political climate currently to see how some of those words are being used.